Coming up on OTV News, a Muskingum University student is the first to a garage fire.
New Concord Police is promoting a new gun safety program.
And a new art exhibit is open at the Louis O. Palmer Art Gallery. All that and more starts right now. Good evening, I'm John Webb.
And I'm Mary Beth Holtel. A fire over the weekend left one Westland Township woman without a garage and also damaged her attic. One Muskingum University student was among the fire crews on the scene, helping to contain the flames and prevent further damage to the house. Nursing major and certified EMT Chris Koka says when he's on the job, he must stay focused.
It is an adrenaline rush for sure, but you have to maintain your focus. You have to try to, calm yourself down. Your blood, blood's running. You're all amped up with adrenaline, but you have to remain focused, remain calm. Remember your protocol, all the things you learned in class. Go back to basics and do your job. You can't let your adrenaline get in the way of things.
Koka says even though his job is important, school must come first. He plans on graduating with a nursing degree with the ultimate goal of working for a hospital emergency air evacuation team.
Over spring break, 29 students will get the chance to spend a week studying abroad in London. While abroad, students will visit castles and museums and take day trips to places like Oxford and Canterbury. The trip has a base price of $2,900 and also includes tickets to 2 West End musicals, along with food and other admission. Dr. Kakoa Kaluio Kalani is one of the professors that has supervised the trip for the last few years. He talks about his favorite part of going on this trip.
I always find it exciting to watch students see things for the first time. To walk into Westminster Abbey and realize this thing has been standing for over 1,000 years, something like that. To see them experience the museum for the first time, to see them have the opportunity to eat this amazing dinner that they've never had before.
For $300 more, students can cross the English Channel and spend a day in Paris. For the students going that are taking class credit, they will have to do a presentation when they return.
Coming up next, the Chinese Club hosts the Spring Festival in Kelly Coffee House. Project Child Safe comes to New Concord. We'll hear from New Concord Police.
And the Images and Expressions art exhibit opens this week on campus. We'll be back with more local news after this break.
New Concord Village Council meets every second Monday of the month, but you don't have to go. You can catch it on Orbit TV the week of council at 7, noon, and 7. Tune in and be up to date on all things New Concord, only on Orbit Television.
Can't make it to chapel? Tune in on Orbit TV to catch the weekly chapel service every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 and 10 p.m. for fellowship, worship, and a good message brought to you by Chaplain Will Mullins.
Students walking to class in the winter months often find the sidewalks and roads hazardous with ice and snow. Muskingum University Physical Plant is in charge of clearing the roads and the sidewalks that students use. If a student becomes injured due to weather or anything else, they can call University Police for transportation. Chief of Police Danny Vincent has more information regarding transportation.
We will transport any injured student, if it's from an injury from a fall, from the ice, or if it's an athletic injury. Doesn't matter. They call us and we'll take them to wherever they need to go.
This is a service that is provided all year long. Students should call University Police at least 20 minutes before class so the student can get to class on time.
Chinese Spring Festival is known as the Chinese New Year. Muskingum University was introduced to the festival by the Chinese Club last Saturday, February 21st in Kelly Coffee House. 15-day-long celebration that started on February 18th. To celebrate the Chinese New Year, students indulged in a variety of traditional foods, such as dumplings and different types of seafood. Chinese New Year celebrations also include exchanging small presents such as sweets, fruits, cakes, chocolate, and clothing.
Reports of students walking out onto the frozen lake have raised concerns among the administration. Vice President of Academic Affairs and Dean of Students, Janet Heaterbass, talks about the dangers of walking on the ice.
We actually haven't had a lot of people go out in the last couple of years. I don't know if it hasn't been cold enough. to ride on. Like we have noticed it this year, and what usually happens, kind of the same thing that happens if we have snow on the football field. Somebody sees that somebody's written something, and then they go, "Oh, I want to write something too."
Peter Bass recommends waiting until the spring to go out to the lake when the annual boat regatta takes place.
Child Safe is a national program that focuses on gun safety and responsibility through gun cable locks. The program is supported by the National Shooting Sports Foundation. The New Concord Police Department and New Concord Chief of Police Trevor Hayes recently decided to bring the program back. Cable locks go through the action of the gun and prevent accidental firing and reloading. The New Concord Police Department hopes to have the locks available in the upcoming weeks. The locks will be free to New Concord residents and available at the New Concord Village Hall. If the locks run low, Hayes plans to order more. Orbit Media News correspondent Nicholas Lambus has more about New Concord's gun safety plans.
Project Child Safe is a national program that focuses on gun safety and responsibility through gun cable locks. Several years ago, Project Child Safe was implemented in town. The New Concord Police Department recently decided to bring the program back. The program is supported by the National Shooting Sports Foundation. Chief of the New Concord Police, Trevor Hayes, says the locks will be free to New Concord residents. The cable locks go through the action of the gun and prevents accidental firing and reloading.
Now, again, just keeping it going. Always have the locks available if anybody would need them. I'm working with some of our community members to make sure these locks are passed out. And that way, we don't have to fear of guns being unsecured in people's homes if they do choose to have a firearm in their home. So that way we know that they are available to keep them locked up safely.
The locks will be available soon at Village Hall, Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30. For other hours, those interested can call the New Concord Police Department at 740-826-7616. For Orbit Media News, I'm Nicholas Lambus.
Coming up on OTV News, the men's basketball team wrapped up their season this week.
We'll take a closer look at that game and more after the break, only here on Orbit TV.
New Concord Village Council meets every second Monday of the month, but you don't have to go. You can catch it on Orbit TV the week of council at 7, noon, and 7. Tune in and be up to date on all things New Concord, only on Orbit Television.
Can't make it to chapel? Tune in on Orbit TV to catch the weekly chapel service every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 and 10 p.m. for fellowship, worship, and a good message brought to you by Chaplain Will Mullins.
Muskingum men's basketball team ended their regular season Sunday when they lost to John Carroll 101-79 at home. The Muskies finished the season with a 6-19 record overall and 3-15 in the Ohio Athletic Conference. Logan Kimball led the Muskies with 21 points in the final game as a Muskie. Kimball finished his career with 1,064 total points and became the 13th Muskie to join the 1,000-point club at Muskingum. Head coach Gene Ford looks forward to next year, saying he expects bigger and better things from the team. The entire team, minus Kimball, will return next year. Christian Keller and Cody Zeiler, as lone seniors, will lead the squad. Muskie women also ended their season Sunday, losing to John Carroll on the road, 71-56. The Muskies were led by Mallory Taylor's double-double, as she recorded 12 points and 12 rebounds in the contest. The Muskies were fighting for their playoff lives as they were just one game out of the final tournament spot going into the game. However, the loss eliminated the Muskies from the playoff contention. The Muskies finished the year with a 6-13 overall and 4-14 in the OAC. History was made Wednesday night at Bethany College when the Muskingum University men's lacrosse team played their inaugural game against Bison. The Muskies were fell in the game 15-5. Senior Joey Alford scored the first goal for lacrosse team in Muskingum when he scored it in the first period with a 1-1. And Alford wasn't done as he scored again later in the contest to cut the lead when the lead was cut to 3. Bison led Taylor Masterson started the entire game at the goalie position, recorded 8 saves and allowing 15 goals. Coming up, we'll take a look at special event on campus as Sexual Responsibility Week is underway. All that and more after the break on OTV News.
The Concord Village Council meets every second Monday of the month, but you don't have to go. You can catch it on Orbit TV the week of council at 7, noon, and 7. Tune in and be up to date on all things New Concord, only on Orbit Television.
Can't make it to chapel? Tune in on Orbit TV to catch the weekly chapel service every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 and 10 p.m. for fellowship, worship, and a good message brought to you by Chaplain Will Mullins.
WMCO Weekend, a now annual tradition, will take place March 19th through 21st. The weekend will kick off Thursday with the Shave to Save charity event. On Friday, WMCO will host an obstacle course in John Glenn Gym, which will be open to all Muskingum University students. On Saturday, the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium will visit campus and bring along a variety of small animals. WMCO Program Director Brian Clements talks about getting people involved in the fundraising.
The main thing is raising money for charity and getting students on campus involved in a variety of activities that are funded by Student Senate that we can put on for the camp.
There's a new art exhibit in the Louis O. Palmer Gallery called Images and Expressions.
The main thing is raising money for charity and getting students on campus involved in a variety of activities that are funded by Student Senate that we can put on for the campus and kind of get our name out there as well.
Kappa Sigma will be helping WMCO out with the Shave to Save event. Tickets are given out by donating canned food items or paying $1. Then students put their tickets in the jar of the person whose head they want to be shaved or cut. The person with the most tickets will get a haircut or a shave. The obstacle course also features a table set up by Muskie Wellness. The Animal Encounters portion of the weekend is open to the whole community.
There's a new art exhibit on campus that'll be around at the Louis O. Palmer Gallery for about 4 weeks. Orbit Media News correspondent Marty Kurtz has more about when it is open and artists that is involved in the exhibit.
There's a new art exhibit in the Louis O. Palmer Gallery called Images and Expressions. The exhibit will feature local artists from Tuscarora County in Ohio and New York. The exhibit will be open for 4 weeks. There are several mediums for the exhibit like photography, mixed media, or paintings. Jan Sun, director of the Louis O. Palmer Gallery, discusses when the gallery is open and what they are doing with the exhibit.
Every day, we open every day. We have reception today, and also we have lecture next Tuesday. Everyone from this community or campus who want to visit here, we are welcome. If I'm here, I can give an explanation for each artworks.
Peggy Sabula is an artist whose work is featured in the gallery. She does mixed media artwork, which include a process where straw catches on fire and it oxidizes, and then you come out with a clay piece with different colors. She describes how her artwork has a special meaning to her.
My pieces, I always feel like they evolve. I have an idea of what I want to do with them, but they always kind of tell me what they want to say.
The exhibit will be open until March 19th. For Orbit Media News, I'm Marty Kurtz.
Well, that is all for tonight. Check us out on the web at orbitmedia.com and tune into WMCO on 90.7.
And don't forget, our Watch and Win contest starts tonight. Keep watching Orbit TV and find the clues you need to win a new HD TV.